Bienvenido. Welcome. I'm Brian Cartwright. This is Impossible Coin. You're Tegan Somerset.
I am Tegan Somerset. Hello.
And you're Rocky Hardy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
For anyone that reached out to me this week, thank you. Just want to let everyone know that I am okay, despite not having watched Ghostbusters. I have scheduled a procedure to remedy the situation. It'll be happening in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully I'll be able to show you my progress.
It's a lot. I still can't believe you fuckers.
I've seen Ghostbusters. I just don't remember it. It's like Star Wars. I've seen all of Star Wars. I just don't know what happens in it.
Well, first of all, Ghostborders. Who you gonna call? Alright. Ghostbusters is several orders of magnitude better and more important than Star Wars. So
that is a take.
Is that a shots fired kind of take?
At least at this point, yeah.
Well, I'm sure some fucking nerd will come for me. You know, that's how it goes. These little weasels, these dorks. Like, ooh, well, actually, Darth Maul. We'll get one of those.
Hey, at least I know who Darth Maul is. I don't think I could name a single Ghostbusters boy who isn't Slimer.
You can name Slimer.
Yeah, I can name Slimer. He was on the high C boxes.
He was. That's a real thing that happened.
How are you old enough to know what an ecto cooler is?
I don't think she is.
No, I am. I know what an ecto cooler is.
Okay,
it's a high C drink and it was green.
But yet, not old enough to Ghostbust.
No, I keep saying, I have seen Ghostbusters. I just don't know what happens in it. Because I was not paying attention.
My life is a hellscape.
Yay! Happy to contribute.
Guys, the current Mr. Video Games for whom I am searching for a replacement. Tyler Ninja, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't even remember at this point.
Axe Body Spray, the person.
If Axe Body Spray were a person.
Yeah, that tracks. He's made some waves this week when he tweeted the phrase, quote, "It's just a game," unquote, is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. This is just, at best, a misguided take on competitive gaming. But it's gained a lot of traction because of Ninja's numerous and very impressionable audience. There have been some takes recently. One headline that I saw this week was saying that Ninja comes after casual gamers, which is like goofy as fuck because Ninja plays one video game. And it's just, oh my god. I think Ninja should be more cognizant of his platform. I think he's not especially good at the game that he plays most often. And even so, he's a bad influence on people who want to play it. Which is, whack. I don't want to deal with this dude. But he's still here. So if anyone has an eye out for someone that needs to be elevated to the title of Mr. Video Games, at me on Twitter at Mr. Rocky Hardy. We'll put something together.
Can we just elevate, another already established video gamer?
That would be the easiest thing, I think, yeah.
Alright, I nominate Markiplier.
I will do some research into Markiplier.
Well, the way this incredibly stupid fucking tweet entered my blast radius.
Your Twitterscape?
My Twitterscape.
Or you could call it just the TL for the initiated.
Was that a gamer who I follow and respect on Twitter was tweeted a response to it. Brian Kibler. Brian Kibler has at times in his life worked in game development, got his start as a hashtag elite pro gamer playing Magic the Gathering, and is currently most well known for streaming and playing Hearthstone. He's not shout like a 11-year-old when he plays. He uses it as an opportunity to talk about strategy, talk about the way he plays the game, and generally acts like a person who does not hear ska music when eating mozzarella sticks when streaming video games.
I don't know who that is, but I already hate that guy.
Oh, you mean
the ska music mozzarella sticks guy? Yes.
You mean like Ninja?
Well,
he's clearly one of those guys. So Kibler tweeted in response, "I feel like the strive for excellent sentiment here is good. But one of the most important things for people to get good at when they play games competitively is losing, because they're going to do it a lot. You can strive for excellence without getting angry when you lose. Your younger audience is not going to understand the nuance here, and what you're saying sounds a lot like justifying raging and other toxic behavior."
Right.
What a nice way to say that.
Yep. Again, like, part of why I heart Kibler is, he is a grown-up who acts like a grown-up.
Kibler might be someone who would be beneficial in the search for the next Mr. Video Games.
Yep. So then he tweeted on his timeline, "My response to Ninja's just a game tweet kind of blew up and led to a bunch of people in my mentions telling me that my attitude will never get me anywhere competitively. And I'm curious if they ever look at who they're replying to when they post their nonsense on this here website."
They never do.
They don't. They do not. No one does.
Oh, God damn it.
And I replied to that, "My guess is no, as Twitter's population includes 40% angry eggs and 30% anime avatars." And, oh, buddy, you would have thought I unlocked the seal. I got some people coming for me when I did that.
I mean, that makes sense. You're on Twitter, and
How many people wanted you dead, Brian?
Well, this here one person used the hand clap emoji at me and said, "Stop anime avatar oppression."
oh, well, fuck.
And to which I replied, "No one is pressing the anime avatars. No one's enforcing Twitter's terms of service on them either." To which they came back to me with some Webster's Dictionary defines oppression as.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. Yeah.
Anime avatars, newsflash, as someone with an anime avatar, not being oppressed.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that's happening
Not being
to you.
oppressed, you're being an asshole.
And then they hit me with my favorite. Chances are, if anime avatars are being hostile to you, you're being hostile.
I don't know.
No, you are not. Anime avatars are hostile.
Almost by definition. Almost. Like, it's...
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty hostile on Twitter whenever I fight people, but, like, I also have an anime avatar.
I have an anime avatar, so people don't get hostile with me because they think I am part of the group.
Let's go, Tegan.
Someone hit me with "Okay, boomer."
You're not quite a boomer, though.
No,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a fucking boomer.
No, he's Gen X,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. I'm like barely Gen X. I'm like hanging on at the bottom of Gen X. Like,
Brian's almost a millennial, guys.
yeah.
Can you tick the talk?
Do you know what's new Scooby-Doo meme?
This one person threw at me, "This is exactly the 100,000th time I've seen people bash anime avatars in such a context. Fuck you. I hope you step in Legos."
Oh, wow! How upsetting! What a fucking baby.
And I said, "Well, considering that your response to my concern is that anime avatars are generally used by hostile and uninformed users, is to literally wish pain upon me, you could see how you aren't making your own case.
They're just providing evidence for your theory.
Boomers throw shade all the time and pretend to be literate as their only defense mechanism. Tired."
What? What does that mean? Did they mean pretend to be illiterate?
I don't
I don't even know.
What the fuck? I don't think you use those words correctly.
Yeah, there's really...
Bruh. Let me run through 15 rooms just so I can hit the spacebar of my computer and say, bruh.
So, like,
What the fuck?
And obviously, like, okay, I mean, like, both of you are, to the casual observer, the person who, just hanging out on Twitter, you both would look like anime avatar people.
We are anime avatar people. We are people with anime avatars.
Right,
That's literally
right.
the definition.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also not garbage people.
Nope.
I try.
I'm trying real
I could
hard,
be garbage, but I choose not to be. I have it in me to be a real asshole.
So I guess what I'm curious about is, like, there's something about the anime avatar which is, like, too much for a real jackass to pass up. Like, whatever it is drawing them to the anime avatar is different than whatever is drawing you guys to the anime avatar. And I'm curious as to why so many people sign up for Twitter and they're like, you know what, I'm a real motherfucker. How do I best represent that?
With an ahoge avatar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tegan. Oh, my God. I forgot who it was. There was, like, someone who was, like, attacking some, like, OnlyFans girl or whatever, right? Like, some e-girl.
Right.
And, like, the guy was like, oh, man, I can't believe that you're showing so much skin. Like, there's no way you're gonna, like, find a boyfriend or some bullshit, right? And then, like, she looks at his account and it's like, you have an Ahegao avatar and your entire page is Yuri and, like, Futanari porn. Like, fucking chill out. And then he blocked her and deleted his account. Like, it was amazing.
What a fucking dumb shit.
It was so good.
Stupid.
I can't believe Twitter's free. Like oh, man. But no, I don't, like, Jesus Christ, Brian, I don't know what makes anime avatar people. Mine personally, like, while I to the common layman, definitely looks like a standard anime avatar. Like, I think mine qualifies as, like, OC, because it's like, I had someone draw my Final Fantasy 14 character in their, like, anime-ish style, and now I use that as my avatar everywhere.
Right.
But, you know, you see, like, a bunch of, like, you know, Ryukos out there. Ironically, you don't see a lot of Satsuki Kyrians, which I feel like there should be more of, but not a lot of people can handle that energy.
I mean, I'm like the OG anime avatar using stolen art that I can no longer find to credit properly.
Oh no!
I know, I'm suffering. I want to find it. If anyone knows the Yayoi artist for my avatar, please let me know, because, like, I feel bad. I feel so bad.
Have you done a reverse image lookup of your avatar?
I don't actually have, like, a solid image of it on this computer. I have it on my old computer. I just never changed my avatar. So no, I haven't.
Yeah, so, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Because obviously there are people out there who are not nightmare people who are drawn to the anime avatar, but there is something about it. Something about it that just, like, makes them people, you're like, yeah, this is the way. This is how I show who I am. Like, I don't get it. I don't.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's, like, the opposite of, like, self-expression, right? Like, you want to, like, build a barrier between yourself and the world. So you use an anime that is otherwise, like, unidentifiable to you. Like, I think, like, for the most part, and this is something that I'm actually willing to cop to, that a lot of people with, like, anime avatars are actually inauthentic online as opposed to being authentic. Like, they specifically want to just, like, you know, act without consequence, and obfuscating who they really are with an anime avatar is part of it.
Late breaking news. I've found other places that use Tegan's avatar on the internet. And maybe...
Are they also me?
Well, I don't know. Like, I found a fanfiction.net
Profile?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is it?
Let's see here. Anig Bell?
Oh, no, that's not me.
on a Facebook user. A Facebook user who uses the same image as their Facebook profile. 'Tis not you.
No, it's not me.
Yeah.
I know that's not me.
Yeah. It's like, but it appears to be that just with the level of resolution available in your Twitter picture, you should be able to run this down.
Yay! Okay. I will do that after the show then.
Fantastic.
Long-awaited credit for my avatar profile picture because, I feel bad.
Oh, that reminds me.
And it's good.
Shout out to Lily Renzu, who actually made my my avatar. Her @ is in my bio, and if you like it, maybe throw her a commission because she's pretty good.
Yeah. Commissioning artwork feels good.
It does feel good.
Tegan.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to consider volume with this conversation prompt.
Okay.
You have a all caps thing in your notes here.
I do indeed.
Animal Crossing Direct has me feral.
Yeah, I do. Okay, yes, I do. Yep.
Okay.
I gotta swallow those sounds.
Okay.
So excited. So fucking excited.
Well, walk us through it.
So first of all, you get to pick your island, like the layout of it. You've never gotten to do that before. It's always been randomized, so that's very exciting. Also, they're bringing back the scary night critters, so tarantulas and scorpions are gonna be around. Fuck that.
I'm down. Sounds lit.
Fuck that entirely. I hate it, but I'm gonna need it for my beautiful, beautiful reimagined museum. Love it. Oh man, it's so pretty. God, there's like a butterfly room now. Like a room for the butterflies. Instead of just they sit on these flowers all day and don't move anywhere. They're gonna be flapping around. Very exciting. And Wisp is back. And the snowman is back. And oh man, I'm excited. The dodos are named Orville and Wilbur.
I really dug the
It's
aquarium.
too good. God, it's beautiful.
I wanna add a bit of information that I researched kind of on the fly. That Tom Nook may not be a monster, because one of the things that you're able to do is do sort of construction work on your island. You can build stairs and put ladders in places, but you can also build bridges. And if you look at the prices for your bridges or whatever, they range from somewhere between 170 and 228,000 bells. However, I looked it up, and it turns out the average cost of a pedestrian bridge is about $250,000 in America, which means that Tom Nook is offering you bridges on your deserted island under cost. So, he might actually be a hero. He may not be a monster.
He is a hero! He's a hero. Gulliver's gonna be back. There's gonna be there's little bags now. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited that I can just be a black person in a video game. That I can, control my skin color. I can have a fade.
Yeah, you can have a fade.
Animal Crossing if you went back in time and told me that I could have a fade in Animal Crossing before I could in Pokemon or Final Fantasy XIV, I would have hit you in the mouth. I apologize in the past, but that's the world we live in now. So I'm really excited. I might do Animal Crossing Sundays. I'm thinking about it. Figuring out
yeah, do it. Please figure out the tech.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I'll visit your island. We can do it together. It'll be fun.
I'm down.
The new design stuff for the house too. You can change the orientation of your carpet. So good.
I really like the wall
can't
hanging
wait.
stuff.
Yeah, you can hang, like, flowers and stuff on your wall, Brian, and shirts. It's gonna be so nice. You can decorate. Oh my god, you can change the bedspread pattern and the wood pattern for, like, your beds and stuff. Oh god, it's so good. Brian, you don't understand. I'm absolutely losing my mind over this.
I am curious about the implementation of the app that they're going to do. Because this definitely looks like the best iteration so far. Like, I think it's better than, like, Splatoon in terms of, like, functionality. I was about to say spelunkinality or whatever. And so I'm interested in seeing how well it works out. I really like that you have, like, a pattern maker on the phone. I think that's really useful. I am not entirely convinced that the chat and voice chat functions on the phone will be great. I think they'll be bigger in, say, like, Japan. But, like,
yeah,
here,
but less big here.
Yeah, like, I feel like Discord would be better. If not, you know, actual in-game voice chat. But, nah.
Rocky, are you saying that Nintendo might be having difficulty getting their arms around the implementation of something related to online functionality?
I mean, that would make sense to me.
Yeah. We're going to break with tradition here and segue into a news story. And then we'll segue back into remaining banter, but it just feels like this news story is way too relevant to what we're talking about right now. Breaking news. Nintendo still doesn't understand how the internet works.
I mean, that's normal.
Yep. So at the beginning of the Direct, Nintendo front-loaded the FAQ section, where they went over topics like multiple families or multiple people in the family using the same Switch, Amiibo support, etc. And then they got to the save backup portion and started rushing over stuff. Cloud backups not available for Animal Crossing New Horizons. No promise of them ever being included. However, in case of damaged or lost consoles, a service will allow you to recover backup save data from the server. Oh, and this will be coming sometime after launch. So Nintendo is actually going to make a cloud save for your fucking game. Just, you can't access it unless your Switch gets stolen or, like, lost. And then the punchline that was presented in small text at the bottom of the screen, that your data recovery is limited to one time only. So if your system gets stolen, but then your new Switch gets ruined because your baby cousin comes to your house and puts your Switch in the bathtub because they think the Switch is dirty and gives the Switch a bath, congratulations, you're fucked. So, how do we feel about Nintendo maintaining cloud save data for this game, but not just allowing people to access it?
I'm worried that it's because they can't. Like, this doesn't seem like a dirty company move. This sounds like something that they literally can't do, and I'm concerned why they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that y'all are giving them an awful lot of credit because obviously they can access the data because they can recover it for you once, meaning that they obviously can recover the information. If you report to Nintendo that your Switch was given a bath by your cousin or stolen, they can push that data to your Switch once. Like,
I mean, I'm sure they'd be willing to do it again for, like, extenuating circumstances, you know?
But Tegan, they literally put it on, like, as they were explaining, like, the conditions under which you could access the cloud save, the small print on the screen said, limited to one time only.
Mm-hmm. I think that's more to stop people from abusing the system more than anything else.
Okay, explain to me how someone could abuse this cloud save data.
Well, it's like how they're not implementing Mr. Rossetti on this because it's, like, you can't really, like, reset the game. So I think it's to avoid people, like, constantly trying to undo stuff by resetting the game.
There is a lot of save scummy stuff that you can do in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
And like,
right, and none of that stuff is contingent upon, like, people have done that without cloud saves for years. So, like, holding cloud saves hostage has nothing to do with people doing that shit. Like, spoilers, people are going to do that shit this time. Like,
okay, fine, Brian, I'll bite. Assuming that Nintendo is holding cloud saves hostages, what do they stand to gain from it?
nothing. That's the problem. And this is why I say they don't understand how the internet works. Like, they're doing a dumb thing because they don't understand how the internet. Like, I honestly don't think, Rocky, there is any case of malicious intent here.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's a guy sitting in a boardroom somewhere going like, I only know two things: money and fucking people. Like that. I don't.
That guy works at Blizzard Activision.
Like,
but I don't think there's somebody sitting around doing that.
mm-hmm.
But I do think that there's a guy in a room somewhere, and like he has a round peg, and he has a square hole, and he is sitting there going like, "Oh, I don't know what this circular peg and this square hole have to do with the internet, but I'm literally going to stare at them until it all just comes together for me."
So when I've been hearing the Save Cloud business, which has been going on for a while with the Switch and with Nintendo Switch Online, I think about what Phil Spencer has been talking about regarding Nintendo and Sony, that they are out of position with like their network service, and like the best thing that they could probably do at this point is try to rebuild Microsoft Azure. And if I think about that goal, that if they have that kind of that server like load, not server load, but like the amount of servers and the amount of capacity and the connection between their devices, Sony is much closer to that than between Sony and Nintendo. And Nintendo, I don't think, has that kind of infrastructure basically anywhere. Like, I think what they're trying to do is ration what like server space they have available, and I don't think they are like prepared, especially for like the Switch user base, to use cloud saves the same way that they're used on other systems. Like, I believe that it's a dumb thing, and I would hope that they do better, but I think that the reason they're doing it this way isn't because they're dumb, it's because they don't have the resources.
It's one of those things where like so the stuff that Phil Spencer is talking about when he is talking about like the limitations that traditionally perceived competitors have in front of them for utilization of like cloud resources is like forward-looking stuff. Like he's not really talking about save data in the cloud, because save data in the cloud has been an industry expectation now for over 5 years, since the launch of the current generation, when like both the Xbox One and PS4 came out. Both of them at the time of launch supported cloud save data. Now, like what Sony did in terms of just like managing storage capacity was say like, okay, if you are not a PS Plus subscriber, then you have access to half a gig of total cloud save data. That is it. And if you are a PS Plus subscriber, you then have access to 10 gigs of cloud save data. So like they did rationing, but it was also rationing with kind of like a flat rule set. It wasn't like telling users, okay, well, you can use it for this game, but not that game. It was like, okay, if for some reason you have managed to amass 10 gigs of Call of Duty save files, first of all, you're amazing. I'd love to meet you. Second of all, you can't use your PS Plus cloud save space for anything else because you filled it up with Call of Duty. There's nobody stepping out of the shadow and saying, but no, Roderick. No. Never for God of War. Never for God of War. You can use cloud save data for many other games. Many other games, but never for God of War. Unless your PS4 is stolen. In which case, we will reveal to you we were saving it all along, and you can recover the God of War data once. Once. So, like, yes, what Sony does obviously has, like, a capacity restriction, mindfulness of the limitations of their network. But it's flat in the way it's presented. Nobody's saying, like, this game but not that game, that kind of thing. So, like, that's where my concern is that, like, if Nintendo, is making the restrictions they are because what they're trying to do is be mindful of their resource limitations, then it would probably make sense to allow users to use whatever capacity is allocated to them the way that they want. That kind of thing. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. It sounds like you understand what I'm saying, but you do not agree with it being a reasonable position.
I'm not going to say it's unreasonable.
Yeah. Rocky Hardy is definitely going to be on stage at the next Democratic debate. We'll see how much clout Warren can get for coming for Rocky next time.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Wait, Tegan, you spent some time with some stages this week, right?
Huh? Like, what do you mean?
Didn't you see some stage shows?
Oh, yeah, no, I did. I saw some stage shows of some podcasts. Yeah.
None of them were Elizabeth Warren trying to get clout.
None of them were Elizabeth Warren trying to get clout. One of them was The Adventure Zone, and the other one was My Brother, and Me. It was good times. Can't talk to you about The Adventure Zone, because it's gonna come out later, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be nice. But My Brother, and Me was pretty funny. Griffin beefed it on stage. It was great.
Wait, what was that last sentence?
Griffin beefed it on stage, and it was great. He tried to, like, recreate a Ukrainian folk dance, and he fell over and hurt his butt.
Oof.
It was funny. It was a great time. I don't know. I'd do it again. We've seen My Brother and Me twice now. Mm-hmm. But it was our first Adventure Zone, and we basically decided, like, next time we want to see the Adventure Zone for sure. It was wild.
For sure.
But, like, I also did some other stuff. I actually played some video games that weren't Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Nice.
Amazingly enough, I know, right? I decided to re-pick up Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't played it in a couple months, long couple months. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm like halfway. I think I'm almost done with that game. I'm just gonna, I recall being almost done with that game, so I'm gonna pick that one up again. I had maybe half the map filled out. Maybe. I have been playing an awful long time. When I logged in, I was level 28, and now I'm level 38. So I've gone up even more levels now. Haha. But I still don't care about the main plot. I still only care about the side missions. The main plot is bad. When I logged back in, I had saved right outside of a boss fight. Like, outside the room the boss fight is taking place in. And I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. I can just, fast travel out of this area, and then I don't have to deal with it. No, I cannot. Cannot fast travel away from the boss. I'd have to exit the dungeon first, and then fast travel. So I was like, alright, well, I guess I'll just fight the boss then. And I go in the room, and I go, wait, how do I move? And I immediately, instead of crouching like I wanted to, launched myself headfirst off of the platform and died. Like, immediately.
So you
and I was
beefed
like,
it. Fuck.
Yeah, I beefed it immediately. And I was like, well, okay, I guess. What if instead I watch a video of someone else fighting this boss so I can see, what buttons he pushes so I'm not a frickin' idiot again? And I did that. And then I, like, did the dishes and unpacked suitcase and, like, you know, started some laundry. And then, like, 2 hours later, I came back and I beat the boss on the first time. And I'm like, oh.
Hell yeah.
Well, nice. Big mood. It was a Death Stalker, which are these big machines that have big missiles on them, and they want to kill you. And the last one I fought couldn't walk, and this one could walk. So it was a bad time. I did almost die. I did legitimately almost, like, skin of my teeth. I had, like, 5 arrows left, and then I killed it, and I was like, thank God.
Wait, did you say this thing had missiles?
Yeah, missiles. A couple of the different, monsters have missiles.
Okay.
Monsters. Machines. I'm sorry. They're all machines. They're not monsters. He has 2 flamethrowers, one on either side. He had a missile launcher on top, and he had to, like, dig his, like, put out his feet and, like, sit himself down on the ground in order to launch the missiles. Cause, like, I assume otherwise it would knock him off balance. And when he, like, sat himself down, like, these little heat, like, releasing things came up from, like, the pistons in his legs. And if you shoot those, you can knock him over and then he's stunned and he won't shoot the missiles. And he has, like, a big, like, turret gun where, like, his mouth would be. Yeah, it was, time. It was time. It was a bad time. But I did it. And then I was so excited about that I left the dungeon and I was immediately like, what other fucking monsters was I having a problem with? Let's go kill those. So I killed a Stormbringer, which is like this big bird that shoots lightning at you and like just fucks up your day because you can't like crouch in the grass to hide from it like you can other enemies because it's in the air. So it could just see you. It's bad. So I killed a couple of those and I was very proud of myself and then immediately got my ass handed to me by like some scavengers, which are like pretty like at this point, if I get like a sneak attack on them, I can kill them in one hit.
Okay.
So that was humbling. But I did get to go back and loot the big Stormbringer, so like it worked. It was fine. And now I'm just, like, completing all the side missions. I have one, like, main questline story I can do that's, like, level 15 or level 18 that I could, like, pick back up. And then I have one that's, like, level 20. And then I have, I picked up a couple quests from the DLC, the Frozen Wilds DLC, because I was like, I wonder where this goes. And I just started wandering around because I wanted to just walk around. And it was like, this is the DLC area since you bought the complete edition, you have that. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, nice. That's level 30. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm having a hard enough time with, like, the lower level stuff.
Mm.
And I recently just got reintroduced to these, machines called Stalkers, which are totally not Black Panthers, and they totally don't hang out in the jungle, and they totally don't turn invisible and are impossible to fucking track. God damn it. I was like, yeah, I'm doing so well, and then all of a sudden, like, so, like, the thing that you use to, like, scan stuff is called a focus, and it just started beeping at me, and I was like, why is it beeping at me? And then I got hit by an invisible machine, and I was like, oh, it's beeping at me to let me know the thing is close! Shit! And then I ran very far away.
For sure.
Running away is a talent in this game.
It's an honored skill for generations.
Yeah! I've got 3 of, like, the highest level bows, and I just keep buying the high level armor, but I think I'm gonna go back and buy, like, the lower level stuff, because some of the lower level stuff has a faster, like, reload time, but, like, the attacks aren't as much.
Right.
You don't do as much damage, so. I really like my sniper bow, that's my favorite bow. It's got, so, like, each bow lets you use, like, different kinds of weapons. Your, like, Nora hunting bow gives you 2 different, like, regular hunting arrows that don't do anything, and then arrows that also do fire damage. Your sniper bow has one that specifically is designed, like, an arrow that's specifically designed to knock parts off of machines. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you knock the gun off of a machine, it can't use it anymore. So you can keep ranged, like, attackers from being ranged at all, and then they have to come fight you. But because they're not very strong, you could just kick their ass at that point. Or, like, if a machine has, like, a shield or something, you can knock it off using that.
For sure.
And then, like, one that does piercing damage, and another one that does piercing damage, but also knocks harvestable materials off. So, like, extra points for that. And then a third bow that does freezing, electric, or corruption damage. And if you corrupt an animal or machine, other machines will attack it instead of attacking you.
Terrifying.
Yeah. So, like, if you can get in a good spot and you can hit a machine until it's corrupted and it doesn't find you before then, all the other machines around it will attack it and it'll attack them, and then you can, like, knock the numbers down that way, and you still get to loot everything. Yay! Good times. I picked up a blast sling, which does, like, bombs, like, little bombs. I don't know. It's hard. It's fun, but it's hard. And I got a thing called a rope caster, which I can use to tie down really big enemies, and then if I tie them down enough, they fall over, and then I can just get a bunch of, like, free hits in on them. It's a good time. I'm having fun again. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's just, the main story sucks. I don't care. I don't care about the war machines that, like, made the world the way it is.
Yeah, like, because when you were talking about that, it reminded me a lot of my time with, like, Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not care for the main story. I really liked running around in the world. I liked fighting random monsters. And, like, when I had, like, a bounty, I liked going hunting after it. I liked, the camping and, like, the sparring. I liked finding new food for recipes, taking pictures with Prompto. But whenever I needed to do, like, oh, there's nothing else to do in this area, I guess I should do more of the story. It was always a drag. The cutscenes did not really, like, affect me that much.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, like, turned me off to the game. Like, nearly as much as that one boss fight that I played, and I was just, like, disappointed, and I stopped playing the game altogether. But,
right.
I'm glad you're having fun again.
Yeah, it's a good time. one of the things that I did is, like, I found this vault. And in the vault, there's some super cool armor that the people were developing. So originally I thought, hang on, back up. Originally, I thought the plot of this fucking game was humans settled on an alien world. And the machines, like, kicked our ass. And then we learned how to live with the machines. And, like, I thought that was the plot. But that's not what the plot is. It's just Earth. You're just on Earth. You fucked up. viruses infected the machines and, like, turned them against their creators. And, like, we were sending machines to war instead of people. And, like, so the machines are like, we turn all our military knowledge against our creators. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. This is stupid. It was way cooler when it was an alien world. And now I don't care. But, like, going back and, like, so these ruins that you can, like, spelunk in have people in them still. They're all dead. I know, Nico. They're all dead. And they've recorded themselves on their focuses for, like, posterity purposes or whatever. Or, like, sometimes you'll get, like, in the middle of a battle or whatever. But if, basically, like, when the machines overran an area, basically there was no way to be extracted. Everyone there was either going to be killed by a machine, or you could kill yourself, basically. That was it! That's it. And so there are a bunch of, like, in the ruins, there's, like, a bunch of people who are, like, they're either mid-battle with, like, something going on, or these are people who have, like, taken a bunch of drugs and, like, they're gonna die. And so these are, like, their last thoughts and stuff. And it's sad. But it's, like, I don't know. It's very sad. I feel bad for a lot of these people, because later you find out, like, spoiler alert, plot warning, the military, what they decided to do was just give every civilian a gun and point them in the direction of the machines and, like, just feed enough people to the meat grinder, basically, to buy enough time to finish whatever the Project Zero Dawn is, which I haven't, like, found out what it is, but I also don't care, because that's shitty. So, like, that's just what they're doing. So, like, a lot of these things are just, like, civilians being like, they told us that, like, if we do really good in the war, we're gonna get to be in the Zero Dawn Project. And then, like, they just die.
Oh, man.
Because they know, like, the military's like, there's no way these people are gonna survive, but we gotta do something. So, it's so shitty. It's just shitty. It's shitty military people being shitty people, and I don't like it. And if you didn't fucking make the machines for war in the first place, we wouldn't be in any of these situations, would we, Barbara? But here we fucking are. So that's my rant on fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess. Stupid. Oh, I'm mad at it. But it's fun. It's a fun world.
All right, before we get into news, or the rest of the news, I do want to talk a little bit about the Final Fantasy XIV patch. They added Ruby Weapon, which will likely be the first of many, as like a primal fight. And Ruby Weapon was sick. It was, the music was excellent. The fight was a very good dance. And it was a good, like, bridge between this and the new Savage. The new Savage introduces a new character that really just looks like young Anne Hathaway. And, like, I'm fucking with it. And it's kind of cool because, like, this character, like, is designed in a way that doesn't, like, line up with the rest of the game. Like, they feel really unique. And they get, like, big character moments, big lines, and I hope that more of, like, Final Fantasy XIV development looks like this. That being said, the raid tier is pretty straightforward at the moment, but my static may have a mutiny on our hands, and I'm kind of worried about that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we took on a new person. She's a dancer, because that's the role that we needed. She's very good. Probably better than any of us. And, she is floating between two groups, because, she has multiple characters, and her group's kind of mad about it. They're not kind of mad about it. They're big mad about it. And, you know, we never really, like, discuss exclusivity or anything like that, but, like, they're upset, and, like, this might come back, to, me ending up with not a group again. And I'm worried about it. I'm sure we'll figure it out because I've been okay at it thus far. But I am concerned.
Can you not just share?
I'm pretty sure that we can share, but they're not happy about it. And like they'll ultimately deal, or like, we'll lose people and then we'll have to refill. The group will survive, essentially. Whatever that means. But I don't know what that means right now. I'm not sure what it's gonna cost. Hopefully they'll just chill, but I don't know if that's an option available to us.
I mean, is she running like the same character in both groups, or does she have like one character in your group and a different character in another group?
The latter. Like, her being in another group isn't going to affect our gameplay at all. Like, there's no overlapping schedule. Like, the characters.
Why are they mad then?
Because my guess.
Are they all boys and they've never played with a girl before?
That is a distinct possibility. I mean, some of us have played with a girl before. I should say it didn't exactly go well. But I think that may be what's going on. We're playing with a girl that happens to be on the internet, and I guess there are expectations that are not being met, but like, that's not really any of our business. But
sounds like it's her other group who's got the problem.
Yeah, the other group I assume they're fine people. I have no idea who they are. And honestly, I don't think I want to, 'cause like, they have nothing to do with us.
Right.
But, like, we're playing the tier, we're trying to play a video game, and as far as I'm concerned, they're just trying to play the video game as much as possible, which is a weird thing to knock them for, so I'm gonna let them rock, and I hope that we'll figure out the rest of it.
I hope you figure out your shared custody of the sole girl on the internet, I guess. The only woman ever to have existed on the internet.
Oh, man.
In Final Fantasy.
It's,
Jesus.
It's big goofy. It is, legit ridiculous. But we're gonna get through it, Teagues. I promise.
I hope so.
I have a question.
Brian, what's your question, buddy?
What's this called? Like a raiding party, a guild? What's this?
You can call it either. The in-game name is a static.
Okay, can you tell me how many people in your static have anime avatars?
All of them. It's all of them.
No, actually,
they all have Final Fantasy avatars. That's anime-ass anime.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy avatars are still anime-ass anime. As far as, like, our main mode of communication, which is currently Discord, I think actually only one of us has an anime avatar. He has not weighed in on this subject, as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's yeah, I think it's only one of us. A couple of us actually use real in-person avatars, because Discord, I guess. And then there's just, like, some generic art. Wait, there are two, because I'm also using my anime avatar, but I'm here. You can definitely, ask me any questions about my opinion on the matter. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, there's only one anime avatar. I guess one of us also has a meme, but I'm not sure that counts.
Is it an anime meme or is it a regular meme?
It's an anime meme, like, but it's not full anime. It's like an anime edit on top of, like, high fidelity stuff.
Yeah, I think that counts.
Okay. Yeah, then it's one. Or two, counting me. Yeah, I think that's close enough. Anyone want to talk about the news?
Yeah.
Yep.
Da 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 da.
Hey everybody, we have a Patreon. This is where the Patreon commercial goes, Brian.
Hey everybody. Yeah.
Hey Brian! Speaking of Patreon, did we ever find out who has the impossible coin Patreon?
Oh, right!
Yeah. Probably the world's dumbest motherfucker. I hate him. And
Is that guy who yelled at us for using our news music? The free access music? Is it that guy?
Oh,
yeah. Not him?
This is a much worse motherfucker. And spoilers, this particular guy, I'm going to piss on him till he fucking drowns.
Who is it, Brian? Tell us who we can send all our rabid fans after.
Tegan, you're enjoying this too much.
I am. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay, so Brian doesn't want to say it. It's fine. It was Brian. Brian had the Impossible Coin Patreon link. He made it in late 2015, which I think was actually shortly before we actually started recording.
2015, we didn't even have a fucking show.
Yeah, no, but it said since 2015. You can go to ImpossibleCoin / or patreon.com /
So I think what had happened is a while back, in that long ago, I made a Patreon account, which I was not using for anything. Because all right, so it used to be that all of the Patreon donating that would go on in the house happened through my wife's Patreon account.
Okay.
We would just pledge to everything that we wanted to pledge to collectively as a household through her account. But like when you have like Patreons that like do stuff like give out Discord memberships and things like that, like if it was a Patreon that I wanted to support, then she was the one getting like the Discord memberships and stuff, and especially for the ones that like include identity validation to take advantage of those benefits, it was like, oh, I can't actually join this Discord or whatever. And so at some point I actually made a Patreon account so that way I could join those things separately, and then I just let it sit there unused, like adult. And then when we started talking about the very, because guys, we did not pull the trigger on making a Patreon the first time we talked about making a Patreon.
Right.
We didn't. Yeah. So when I finally reclaimed this like abandoned account, which I had never actually used to support any Patreon accounts, I kind of did like the loose sketch beginning of work on Patreon stuff for us, and then abandoned it, totally forgot about it. So that way when I went to go do the thing for us, I was like, wait a minute. All right. I guess it's taken. And I did not proceed to like research it any further, and instead, that is why the place that you throw money to us is patreon.com / Impossible Coin Podcast, because I'm the stupidest motherfucker I know.
Well, about that, when that happened, when Brian brought it to our attention that we did not in fact get patreon.com / Impossible Coin, I didn't check. In fact, I didn't check for at this point the better part of a year, until like when I was guesting on a different podcast, and like I did this bit twice where I said that we were coming for the person that had the Impossible Coin link, and then afterward I went home and then I Googled it, and I just typed it into my address bar, patreon.com / Impossible Coin, and I saw it was the old Impossible Coin logo, which back then, I don't know how many people will listen to this show, but I know there was only a couple people that had that image. And then I saw that it was following Jim Sterling, whom I know is a personal friend of Brian Cartwright. And I'm just like, Brian, you've had it this whole time. And I didn't think to check, because I just took it at face value. And for that, I also apologize. But that's it. We actually did have the Impossible Coin link was inside us all along.
On the other hand, now no one can steal it from us and try to pretend to be us, because we have both the Impossible Coin Patreon and the Impossible Coin Podcast Patreon. So it's us. Whichever one you find, it's us.
The way this memo was issued to me was just Sunday evening, in our show chat, Rocky just sends the following message in all caps. Brian, you fucking idiot. You're the one who took patreon.com/impossible coin. And I think that what happened here is that Rocky did not actually send a screen cap, but instead took a picture of his monitor.
Oh, no, I sent a screen cap.
Okay, that's a screen cap?
I think I did.
Let
me take a look at it again.
It sure as fuck looks like you just, held up your phone and took a picture of your monitor.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, because it was on my laptop. Yeah, okay. Because
I'm sorry, what does being on your laptop have to do with not being able to take a screen cap?
No, I guess I could have done that, but I didn't want to. I was so angry. Brian, I was flushed with rage.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So I replied, I'm coming for myself.
In all caps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because I had said that whoever took it, I was coming for them. Then, as I thought about it later on, I'm coming for myself also makes it sound like I keep a collection of me pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's like I just dig out from underneath the bed and I pull out Brian magazine and I'm like, yeah, that's the good parts.
Yeah, that totally could have just been an unrelated message.
Yep. Sure. All right, let's just go ahead and say it was.
Oh man.
Also, speaking of feeling stupid, so my wife was listening to our most recent episode, and she got to the part about Freedom Pizza, and was listening to, us going over the various Freedom Pizzas, and she's like, yeah, you guys are stupid, and I'm like, okay, I'll bite. I mean, I understand why I understand that we are stupid, but in this particular situation, can you explain to us why we're stupid? And she's like, sure. She's like, you guys flipped out over the Kahuna Matata. And when you read the ingredients of the Kahuna Matata, which was turkey, pineapple, red onion, chili, and barbecue Mexi sauce, you guys are like, yeah, Kahuna Matata? So it's not like a Hawaiian pizza? It doesn't have, ham on it?
Because it's pork, right?
Because it's fucking pork, and it's Dubai.
Yeah.
Somehow we didn't thread that needle.
We're stupid.
We're stupid.
We're sorry. We're stupid.
So, that's the reason why on their pepperoni pizza, it's beef pepperoni. All of this shit. All of these pizzas that would normally have, either, Canadian bacon or bacon crumbles or ham or whatever. It's fucking Dubai. Jesus fucking Christ.
We're dumb.
We are culturally
we're
insensitive.
dumb. Well, but also Brian shouldn't be sending you his pizza order.
Okay,
fucking...
Boston, British Brian is responsible for a lot of stupid things, but this is not his fault.
If Brian hadn't gotten British Brian's pizza order, we wouldn't have gone to the website, and we wouldn't be idiots.
Well, no, I think
we'd be idiots. We'd just be a different kind of idiot.
We'd be different kinds of idiots, Tegan.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. Yep. So I guess stuff happened in the world. News items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, breaking news. Someone has romanced the juice machine.
Oh, God.
What if I told you that Eli Roth and Randy Pitchford were teaming up?
I don't know who Eli Roth is, but I don't like Randy Pitchford, so now I don't like Eli Roth. That seems like a fair assessment immediately.
If I remember correctly, Eli Roth made the Hostel movies.
He did, yes.
And I might be confusing this one, but I feel like he was also in Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Got it.
The Bear Jew.
He was the Bear Jew. Okay. Got it. Yeah. So he's a big, like, hulking man. Fun fact, Hostel appears to just be a retelling of the Pinocchio myth, but in, like, horror, which is kind of lit, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah. So, in 2015, Lionsgate acquired the film rights to Borderlands because, oh my god, that's the worst idea ever. And, like, out of nowhere, they issued a statement saying that, like, they had attached Eli Roth to direct Borderlands, the movie. Mm-hmm. Eli Roth released a statement which said, I look forward to bringing my own energy, ideas, and vision to the wild, fun, and endlessly creative world of the game. Randy Pitchford and everyone at Gearbox has been incredibly supportive of my ideas. It really feels like a perfect storm of creators coming together. We're out to make a new classic, one which the fans of the game will love, but one which will find new audiences globally. Which is the most, like, drained of a soul, like, corporate shill fucking statement anybody could have released. Also, Randy Pitchford is set to be the executive producer on this shit show. So, like, Randy Pitchford coming to your local Cineplexes.
I kind of like the future in which, like, video games are forcing film adaptations rather than, like, films, like, producing shitty video games.
Here's the real question. Will he leave for me a flash drive in my local theater?
Oh, no.
Man, I don't want to know what's on Eli Roth's flash drive.
It sounds terrifying, honestly.
Ooh.
I would negotiate for that flash drive back. But it would be in the form of thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars, at the very least.
You lost it. I found it. Mine now.
The last movie I saw directed by Eli Roth was The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Mm-hmm. Which was an adaptation of a book that I loved when I was a kid. And it was pretty good. So, hopefully... Wait, no, there's literally... It's fucking Borderlands. Borderlands is terrible. There's no way this can't be a shit show. This is going to be bad.
I think Borderlands is bad politics, but I think he can actually make a decent movie. Not a, like, Oscar-worthy or anything, but definitely a solid B movie. I mean, it'll likely be better than the cinematic masterpiece that was the B movie, but who knows? We'll see. It's definitely going to be better than the Monster Hunter movie. And, like, I hate to say that, because Making Good's in it, but it's going to be trash. But whatever. Ugh.
Tegan, I see you have some news about Alibaba and Tencent.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, like, remember last week or the week before when I told you all about how Plague Inc. was like, please don't track the coronavirus with our game. It's just a game. Well, Alibaba and Tencent said, hey, wait a minute. We can make a game. And so the Chinese government has asked Alibaba, who has the largest digital advertising e-commerce and cloud platform, and Tencent, who owns video game company, like video game stuff, but also WeChat, to create like an ARG to help track the coronavirus.
Oh no.
Yup. So Alipay, which is a payment app from Alibaba, has released a new feature that sends a color-based QR code to people via their smartphone based on their answers to online health surveys. And this color is tied to their ID number. So it'd be like having your social security number tied to a QR code. Sounds great. Depending on the symptoms they've been experiencing, Or if they've traveled recently, they get one of 3 colored codes. Green, which means they can go wherever they want. Yellow, where the government is asking them to stay quarantined for 7 days. And red, where they have to stay quarantined for 14 days and regularly check in with the app. So cool, right?
Sounds like a cool new dystopian future.
Right, yeah, let's video game our way out of, fucking public health crises. Why not? So last week, it rolled out to residents in the Hangzhou in eastern China as part of a test run. And as of last week, Sunday, Alipay has started working with federal authorities to begin implementing it nationwide. Earlier reports confirmed that the police, in an effort to keep officers away from the public, have employed a QR code system distributed via aerial drones to collect health information. And they've also enlisted land-based robots to help prevent human-to-human transmission of the virus. Yay! Also, authorities in the Yunnan province have also supposedly deployed a system similar to what Alipay is currently doing. And residents there are saying they have to scan their assigned QR code before they are allowed into buildings.
Well,
what a time to be alive. Fucking save a PDF of your green code so you can get out later. Christ.
Oh, God.
Wow, what a future. What a time. I mean, like, China has so many people and it's so densely populated. Like, I don't blame them for trying anything at this point to get it under control.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't know, man. It feels weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Scan your retinas to be allowed to play video games past 10 p.m. on a school night. Also, scan your QR code to be allowed back into your apartment building after you've been exposed to the coronavirus.
I don't like this future.
How are you supposed to quarantine yourself if you're, like, out while you're doing the thing? Say I'm out and about. When I'm like, oh yeah, I have some of the symptoms because I feel like I've had a cold for a while. It's probably not the coronavirus, but whatever. And then it's like, please quarantine yourself for 14 days. And I'm like, cool. And so I go to scan my thing to get back into my apartment building and they go, you have the coronavirus, you can't come in. What the fuck?
Oh, man, I'm just like... And I know this is specifically possible because of how big, like, Alibaba and Tencent are, and how, like, pervasive their, like, apps and technology are throughout the country. But, I mean, we're not there, like, in the United States specifically, but this could definitely happen with something like Walmart X, like, Facebook. Like, we probably could end up in a space like this, or even Amazon/Facebook. But like, man, like this is a lot to take in. It's literally a Black Mirror episode, and not a fan. Not a fan.
That's fair. It's not great. It's not great. Ooh. So does that mean that telling somebody whether or not there's blood in my cough is doing my dailies? Like,
yeah, basically. What's the color of your mucus?
Oh, god damn it.
Tell me to earn 10 points.
Well, like, worse than like 10 points. Like, what if it's like, I don't know, like 900 yuan through Alipay, just by filling it out or whatever. They give like a script incentive or some sort of discount or whatever. That could be real. People do that for food or whatever. I mean, that's probably not what's happening. I'm definitely speculating. I'm just saying it could happen, and I don't like it.
It will happen.
Tegan, please.
Dun, dun, dun. So, Rocky, do you have any, good news?
Yeah, I have some good, not great news. Stadia is slowly rolling out more stuff. They have announced 5 new games that will be on the platform. They are Lost Words Beyond the Page, which is a cutesy puzzler that's a bit ambitious. Panzer Dragoon, or remake of Panzer Dragoon. It's quotes true to the original, but with updated graphics and controls. To quote, suit modern gaming standards. So we'll see how that goes. The Serious Sam collection, which should include 3 games if what I'm looking at is correct. And you'll also be able to play with 16 players online or 4 players in local co-op. But I don't know, local co-op in terms of a streaming game doesn't quite make sense to me, but I guess we'll figure that out. Oh, I guess on the same TV. Yeah, with split screen. Is split screen still a thing? That'd be kind of wild.
Not nearly enough.
Okay. And then Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, which is a zany 3D tower builder that they say. So you have to build your tower while defending it from threats like ghosts, dragons, and other hazards. And Spitlings, which is looks like an openly antagonistic party game. It's an action arcade chaos game for 4 players. And you can play through the story mode, which has 100 plus levels. Everyone has to clear it together. There's no player left behind. And that's all coming soon. There aren't dates on these yet. But they have been announced. So new games coming out on Stadia. And they rolled out support for more phones on the Android platform, specifically the Samsung Galaxy phones from 8 to 20, a couple Razer phones, and 2 iterations of the Asus ROG phones. So what's going on with Stadia? They're slowly expanding, which is, par for the course. And I think their count is currently up to 5 of 120 games for this year. So we'll keep track of that.
Are there 20 Samsung Galaxy phones?
I don't think... I think there might actually be more, because, there's, pluses and whatnot. But I don't think the numbers actually extend from 1 to 20, but I might be wrong. I haven't kept up with Samsung in a while.
That seems like too many phones.
I do believe that they iterate faster than the iPhone, so there's also that. I think Samsung does yearly releases, while iPhones have 2 to 3 year cycles, if I remember correctly.
Right when your old phone is starting to die.
Oh, yeah. That tends to be what happens.
Something like that. Man, I know this is surprising no one and is incredibly obvious, but this isn't enough. This still just seems like there are there was a guy at work. Sometimes I talk with him about the video games. He's different than the other guy at work who I talk with about the video games. This guy was like, "Oh, did Stadia ever come out?" And I'm like, "That's a fair reaction. It's a fair reaction. There's if you were to look at the way that they're messaging, this service, there's no, to a casual observer of our industry, just from the outside looking in, there'd be no indication that Google was actually doing a thing. You know, like they don't seem to actively be, I guess, taking responsibility for their product. Is that the best way to describe it? Like, what can Google do at this point to recover? Is there anything that they can do to recover?
Yes, they just release games and like have a stable service. But I don't think, once again, that technology exists yet. And they definitely, like, I don't think their product release was a product release. I still stand by that it's a very expensive beta test, and like the real Stadia is not in its final form, even if like the founders package, whatever it's called, is on the market. Like it looks like they're still trying to figure it out, and they are the ones that are trying to figure it out that also happen to have the most money. And so like I'll let them rock or whatever, but like I'm not going to get excited about it.
Yikes. Tegan, apparently you have entertainment news as well. Is Eli Roth related to your entertainment news?
No, he's not. Well, I mean, you know, no, he's not. So, like, remember a billion years ago when Overwatch was supposed to get a movie, and then they were like, well, what if we made a video game to to generate the funding for the movie for Overwatch? And then they just never made the movie, they only made the video game?
Yeah.
So, Netflix is making a Diablo anime.
I mean, that could be sick. Castlevania is really good.
Yeah, right? Well, here's how people found out. Blizzard Studios co-president Nick Van Dyke listed a Diablo anime and Overwatch animation among his career achievements on LinkedIn.
Can you just do that? Is that allowed?
Apparently you can without announcing anything. Apparently so. So apparently, like, it seems that everywhere is gonna have access to the Diablo anime. Like, all of Netflix's regions. But since it's in pre-production, even though, like, info about Diablo getting an anime on Netflix has been leaking for years, it's gonna be a while still. But apparently it's happening. It's real, sort of. I don't know. Wow. Whatever, man. Hopefully it's good.
I mean, I hope so. I hope it's a good entry point for a lot of people, because, I mean, once again, I really like the model of, like media, like film, TV, feeding into, like, video games. I think that's personally, I think it's just poetic from my end, because I lived through an age where we got, like, alright movies with even shittier video games. And Diablo is a very good video game, and I hope they end up making a good show that points people to this very good video game that has, like, this storied history. But we'll see how it goes.
Yep. I think Rocky also has Blizzard news this week.
Sorta, yeah. It starts with NVIDIA GeForce Now. The streaming service from NVIDIA. They're doing all right. They are an alternative to Stadia. Instead of doing the Founders Pack at like $130, you can basically get in for $5 a month. But there is a free tier if you just want to check it out. You can just jump in, and I believe they also have a 90-day free trial of their like Founders Pack, which like gives you like priority in like the streaming service. They recently hit 1 million users, so you know, good for them. However, earlier, I believe I talked about it last week, Activision Blizzard pulled their games from the service. And that appears to have been a, quote, misunderstanding, is the official statement from NVIDIA. They had the rights to allow Blizzard games to be used while they had the beta of the service. When they went live to users and in exchange for money, They apparently didn't have the rights for that, so Activision Blizzard pulled out. So they want to cut of that check. One of the things that I'm interested about is that while Activision Blizzard hasn't made a statement about it, there is the idea that, like, while Blizzard Activision may want a cut of those profits, I'm interested if that pricing will get pushed to consumers, especially since, like, the hook of the service is that you have your already existing library. For example, someone who is playing on this service may have already paid for Overwatch, and now they're paying NVIDIA to play their Overwatch game on a different device, say a phone or a less powerful computer. And if Blizzard wants to get paid again for that, should be a negotiation between NVIDIA and Blizzard, but I'm not sure if that cost should fall to the customer, even though it very well might. And to, add fuel to that conundrum, Bethesda's already pulled out as well. But in a small glimmer of hope for the service, NVIDIA has secured day one support for Cyberpunk 2077. So when that comes out, September, I think is the current date, you will be able to play it on the NVIDIA service day one from whichever supported device you choose. So shout outs to that.
Cool. I'm everybody I've talked to who's fucking with the GeForce Now has got good things to say about it. I'd like to take a look at the thing, but because most of where my gaming takes place is not on a PC, I'm not what you would call the target audience for this. Although I still want to find a way to screw with it. Like, hopefully I will have a screw with this report sooner than later.
I like it, specifically because I don't have a particularly powerful computer. I do have a decent phone. And I do like being able to play with my Steam library, especially with stuff that I normally don't get to play. Like I've done Yuppie Psycho on it. I'm looking forward to doing Disco Elysium on it and see how that goes. But I think it's a really great, like, accessibility option, which is what I feel like streaming games should actually be for, like, people who don't have the hardware for various reasons. Like, can still play, like, the latest stuff.
Yeah. And just seeing how the market has reacted to GeForce, it kind of feels like it's going over the way Google wishes Stadia had gone over. It's interesting. Like, if there was anybody out there to have the infrastructure to, I guess, play in that space and participate, that would be like a unanticipated contender. NVIDIA certainly has those resources and is that company. Because they're going to be closer to the data on what real graphics card optimization looks like anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, it is a monkey wrench in the market that I don't think we could have anticipated seeing, like, a year ago. Good stuff. So, I wanted to float something by you guys. Did what came out on Steam today not jump the shark? And it's just, instead, we were emotionally unprepared that day for what Steam had to offer us. And we should just realize that when you look into the mouth of darkness, sometimes darkness looks back.
I mean,
Darkness always looks back.
Yeah, it's whether or not you see it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think what comes out on Steam today is still a pretty good segment. I don't know if we'll ever get anything better than what we got, but you know what? I've learned to not underestimate Steam in this particular regard.
Yeah. Well, to that end, I am ready to talk about what came out on Steam today.
For sure.
Yeah. It looks like 11 games have come out on Steam today, including Psychedelic World. Because it's my new game and it's developed by one person, and it's probably still relatively simple now, but it will be gradually improved in the following time.
Uh-huh.
This is a mini game. In this game, there is no war, no enemy. Players manipulate characters to explore the map, pick up different firearms to experience the impact of various firearms. You can get guns, but you can't use them to hurt people. May the world never have war and keep peace. Available weapons, pistol, machine gun, etc. Right-click the target. WASD control movement. Left mouse button attack. Psychedelic World.
Etc. is my favorite weapon.
Yep. Mining Company, a data racket.
Did you say a data racket?
I did.
Okay, alright.
Data mining takes on a new dimension in virtual reality.
Is this a virtual reality Minecraft simulator, but like with Tron aesthetic?
Mine Company is a VR physics-based racquetball-inspired game where you work from home for your new employer's mining company. Your job is to collect data blocks from around the universe for mining company to profit from by selling to the highest bidding potentially nefarious multinational corporation. With 13 playable levels, multiple types of data collecting mechanics, and different types of racket, you could smash, hunt, and protect your data from rival data miners while hanging out with your location coordinators Albert, Benjamin, and Cecil. Then they've got fake quotes. It's a job, but it's still flexible enough that it doesn't take away from my ride-share driving gig. Also, I don't have to put on pants for it, so there's that, unlike my ride-share gig. Mining company sure knows how to look out for their employees. Look at their employees. They are into data privacy, if you know what I mean. It's not so much of a job as it is something you waste time doing and are rewarded with a fiat currency. And mining company is free to play.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up is Crash the Game. Cash out all your winnings on in-game virtual items, from weapon skins to mansions. Their video trailer literally opens with like large Comic Sans at the beginning.
Sure.
It says Crash the Game is finally on Steam. Place a virtual bet. Watch the multiplier increase from 1x upwards. Cash out anytime to get your virtual bet multiplied by that multiplier amount. But be careful. The game can bust at any time and you'll get nothing. Stream all the Crash play on Snitch, our virtual streaming platform. More reputation equals more cash out options, but be careful. Some viewers may not like your decisions. What? Virtual in-game deposit system allows you to use your virtual mum's virtual bank card if you have already virtually maxed out your own virtual bank account. You know what? I don't need to understand. Next up is Skeleton Warrior. This is a third-person action-adventure game. Players are surrounded by zombies. Players are free to explore the surrounding area. Players must avoid zombie attacks or kill zombies to ensure that their health value survives for as long as possible. This game is entirely an asset flip. It is 99 cents. Yep. Dark Judgment. Dark Judgment is a classic me against the neighborhood video game for your PC. If you enjoyed the beat 'em ups of the 90s, you'll have a good time playing it.
Brett, I think this game was made specifically for you.
What the fuck? This looks exactly like a Capcom beat 'em up. Is this a Capcom beat 'em up? Did they just steal a game? I have to find out if this is just a stolen game.
Okay.
Dark Judgment. So this is in fact a game that came out. All right, so this is a beat 'em up that was released for Windows in 1997.
Oh.
And they just hoped no one would notice. Holy shit.
Yeah, and it was called Dark Judgment, and it was released by a company called Frankenstein Studio.
Well, better report it then.
I mean, they're crediting the developer as Frankenstein Studio, so it's like on here.
Oh, so it's just like a personal re-release on Steam?
So it appears to be that like what has happened is this company, Sinesla has licensed Dark Judgment for re-release. That's so weird.
It is pretty weird. I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah, so what we have here is a 23-year-old beat 'em up, which was for PC. Like a PC beat 'em up in 1997 sounds like the most niche ass fucking product I could possibly think of. Like, who the fuck was like, I need a beat 'em up in 1997 on my fucking Windows PC? Like, if you want to play a beat 'em up in 1997, there's like a ranked hierarchy of places where you want to play that beat 'em up. And the bottom of that hierarchy is your PC. Yeah, no, I mean, this game is definitely provocative and sexy. Like, I love it. It looks very cute. I like these big sprites. Look at those big sprites. Expect more on Dark Judgment from Brian. Yep. Next up is Lily Dew, Black Lily Warning. Lily is girls with the ability. They fight again. The game is a simulation RPG that you can play with no stress. It is a system that has a deep strategic approach. It says English language not supported. Well, no shit. Cute illustration by Bunruku Sensei. Listen to the wonderful sounds of Mori Mori Atsushi and Hamu. We have Sentient Arena Mech Royale. Sentient is a new combat sport which involves controlling powerful mechs via augmented reality and going head-to-head in a battle royale with other mechs. These battles are broadcast worldwide.
Titanfall?
It looks more like bad PUBG. Alphalus. Alphalus is an arcade action game where the Blue Warrior Alphalus must fight against the infinite army of the enemies of the Red Kingdom. Alphalus must use a combination of his sword, his wits, and randomly appearing magical artifacts in order to survive as long as he can and obtain a high score. And lastly, Fighters Wizards. Challenge your friends or other members of the multiplayer community or on the game Fighters Wizards. A little PvP game where you play as little wizards who are ready to fight to find out who's the best of them. This appears to have like a real Towerfall vibe to it. So this game looks like it's understands the innate charm of Towerfall and Smash Brothers, and then fails to replicate the charm of neither.
Gotcha.
So, yep. So that, friends, is what came out on Steam today. Rocky?
Yes.
Take us home.
For sure. Hey, everyone. This is our show. We do it every week. It's called Impossible Coin. It's found wherever podcasts are found. On iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or Spotify. And there's music in the beginning and end of this podcast produced by our friend Big Sach. You can find his work at soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ. And you can talk to the man, the myth, the legend on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Our t-shirt and logo were designed by Lauren Moran. You can follow her on Twitter at Lauren Moran and consider donating to her Patreon. She does the good business. We also have a Patreon, which is currently patreon.com/Impossible Coin Podcast. Maybe someday it'll be /Impossible Coin, but who knows? We're also on social media. It's all Impossible Coin. No underscores or spaces and hyphens or any of that. If you see any of that, that is an imposter that we would like to know about. But we are on Facebook, on Twitter, and Tumblr. Brian, myself, and Tegan manage each of those respectively. And that's us. That's the show.
That's all accurate. And we will, I guess, see y'all soon. We've got some stuff in the works for our bonus content for our Patreon followers. So if you're with us over on Patreon, hopefully you'll be getting some stuff soon.
It's official.